If you're new to this channel, hi and welcome. That's what happens when somebody's playing Xbox. Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a while since I've done one of these bucket list videos, but I've been watching a lot of movies from my little jar, and I thought it was time to just throw them out there and let you know what I thought of them. It's been like 12, 15 movies, so there's going to be a couple of these videos in a row, so I hope you enjoy them. If you hear any whistling throughout the video, that's my parrot. She's very happy right now. She's also very funny, so. But we have a lot to talk about. There's like 3 really big classic movies in this list. I'm going to talk about 5 of them right now, so let's get started. The first movie I want to talk to you about is Marathon Man, starring Dustin Hoffman, Roy Scheider, and Laurence Olivier. It's about this history graduate, which is Dustin Hoffman, who runs marathons as well, and how he gets caught up in this international conspiracy that has to do with stolen diamonds and Nazis that are in hiding, and it all comes knocking on his door because his brother is somewhat involved with the entire situation. I gotta say, I've seen this movie before, but long time ago, so I remember bits and pieces, sort of the classic scenes about it. So I thought I would enjoy it once I finally saw it completely. I want to say I did. I think pragmatically, I think objectively, it's a good movie, but to be completely honest, I found it kind of boring. The story is interesting, the acting of course is great, I just feel like it takes so long to get going and for you to understand exactly what is happening. And then the scene where you know his skills are going to help him in some way, which is running and kind of getting away from the bad guys, it's not as exciting or as long as I expected it to be. I don't really get why it's called Marathon Men. There's not a lot of running. I thought it was going to be a more interesting, high-stakes type of scene. It really wasn't. But I think it's one of those movies that you should watch to be able to say you watched it because it's considered to be quite a classic, and because Dustin Hoffman didn't sleep for 3 days to be in character. I don't know. Just, if you want to watch it, watch it. I'm glad I saw it. I just don't think I would ever watch it again. The next movie I enjoyed quite a lot more, and it's The Roman Holiday, starring Audrey Hepburn and Gregory Peck. It's the story of this very bored princess who is sick of doing her job and waving and smiling and being polite, and during a tour in Europe, in Rome, she decides to escape and just sort of live fully for at least a day or maybe forever. She doesn't know if she wants to come back. And this newsman who is down on his luck stumbles upon the princess, and he's trying to get a story out of her without telling her that he's a reporter. So there's the conflict of getting the princess into a sketchy situation so it can be big news, and the princess escaping and not telling anybody she's a princess because she wants to be treated like a normal person. It's super sweet, it's adorable. Audrey Hepburn is she's just so light and funny, and she's captivating when she's on screen. I thought it was really adorable. It's a movie that makes you feel good. Throughout the movie, there's always the question of should you do what's right or should you do what you feel in your heart? And she's constantly going back between what her duties should be and what she wants to do. In comparison to Marathon Man, this is a movie I would actually watch again and fully enjoy. The next movie I saw is another classic, and it's called Jaws, directed by Steven Spielberg, starring once again Roy Scheider, Richard Dreyfuss, and Robert Shaw. I don't think I need to explain what Jaws is about. I think everybody knows exactly what it's about, and even if you have never seen it, you know how it ends. But I really wanted to go back to the basics, and I wanted to see what started this entire movement of movies that we find really cheesy right now, but back then it was absolutely terrifying. Sure, it's a completely inaccurate observation of sharks' behavior, but it's still terrifying. I think it's one of those movies that it's so simple, down to the plot, down to the score, but it is so well done that it's just sort of ingrained in our brains and in pop culture and in movies. The score of Jaws is what? 2 notes that become so intimidating, that we all know so well, that you can hum and you understand that there's trouble or that there's danger. And then the story of a great white shark that's terrorizing the beaches of New England and killing people. It's pretty damn simple, but it's just so fun and it's so interesting, and I feel like Steven Spielberg did it right before anybody got their hands on this idea and then just ruined it. The next movie I saw was Bicentennial Men, starring our beloved Robin Williams. And it's a story of a time where androids suddenly became available to people to have in their houses as butlers, as servants, as whatever you wanted. And it starts off with that kind of weird feeling of bringing that first television set into someone's house and you don't understand what it's for, but then you can't imagine yourself living without it. And it's the story of this android, played by Robin Williams, and his quest in becoming human. And while I think it's a very endearing story and it brings up a really great message of how we take for granted, all the emotions and feelings, and even the pain of being humans. I think a 200 period is too long, and so the story feels a little bit watered down. The mission of this character is kind of simple, like there's not many loops, there's not many struggles. Sure, you are a machine that's trying to be human, and that's a struggle in itself, but it's kind of like you get it pretty quickly in the beginning of the story. I don't know, it didn't have like a lasting effect on me, but I can understand why people liked it. It was Robin Williams, it's really sweet. I don't know if it's a movie that I should have watched when it came out because maybe it just feels dated technology-wise. It's not a movie I think I would watch again, but it's the kind of movie that you can understand why it would have a lasting memory in someone's childhood. So maybe I just watched it too late. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think of it. Now the last movie I saw, and it's probably the best movie out of all of them, is I Saw the Devil. Directed by Kim Ji-won and starring Min-sik Choi and Byung-hong Lee. It's a Korean film about the secret agent who is looking to exact his revenge on a serial killer, but he doesn't just want to kill him right away. He wants to torture him and find him constantly, hurt him, and then release him, and just basically make his life a living hell. The movie is just so good. Ever since I saw Oldboy, everybody has been recommending me this movie, and I'm glad I saw it. I think I might prefer it more than Oldboy, even though they're both revenge movies. I like this tale a little bit more. I like the mind games. I like how Min-sik Choi portrays the killer. He's just such a freaking great actor. It's brutal, it makes you wince, it's incredibly violent, and I think it shows in an interesting way how revenge in cases like this is everything you have and the only thing keeping you going. Many revenge movies kind of go through it and it's like a wonderful sensation once you get what you want. In this movie, I think it shows how it can eat away at a person, how you can slowly maybe become the monster that you're trying to destroy. It's absolutely fantastic. I think it's the one I can recommend the highest out of all of these ones. If you haven't seen it, please watch I Saw the Devil. It's just, whoa, I have no words. Just watch it. It's amazing. So guys, those are some of the movies I've seen from my bucket list in the past few months. Let me know if you've seen any of these. I would love to hear what you thought of them in the comments section down below. If you're new to this channel, hi and welcome. I hope you hit the subscribe button. I have about 7 other videos about bucket list movies I've seen, so if you want to check those out, please go ahead. But that's everything for this time, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Click the like button if you did. It always helps me out. And I will be seeing you in the next video talking about more bucket list movies. So I hope you have a great day, and I will see you then. Bye!